Hello children, welcome back. Today we are going to study subject English from the book First Flight. We are going to study chapter number 1, poem. Today we are going to study two poems. First is Dust of Snow and the other is Fire and Ice. Both the poems we are going to study today itself. So I want you to take out your textbook and see in the textbook, because I am going to read the poem as well as I am going to explain it also. Okay? Before starting the poem, I am going to read the word meanings. Hemlock means a poisonous plant with small white flowers. Next, rude means held in regret. Next meaning of this poem, Fire and Ice. Perish. Perish means die or to complete, over. Suffice means be sufficient. So these were the four meanings for both the poems. So both the poems having a common poet. The poet is Robert Frost. Okay, you have to remember the poet of the poem as well the author of the chapters. As and when you study the lessons, you should read that and you should remember that. So now we will start with Dust of Snow. I am going to read the poem. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had brewed. In this poem, the poet talks about the healing power of nature. Okay, when the poet was suffering from a bad mood, he was rude at that day, he was having some tension. Okay, so when he passed across with the hemlock tree, on the hemlock tree there was a crow sitting on the branch. Okay, so when the crow shook his body and he fallen down the powder of the snow or the snow upon this author. So when the snow fall on his body, dust of the snow fall on his body, he felt very happy after seeing that snow powder. And then further it is given over here, he has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had brewed. After the falling of the snow on his body, he felt very happy. Okay, so here the poet tells us how the nature heals us. Though the hemlock tree is considered as a poisonous tree, okay, as well the crow is considered as a negative aspect of life. Okay, the tree as well as the crow, both the things are considered as bringing negativity in our mind. Though they are considered as negative aspects, but they have played here a positive role. They have changed the thought of the poet when he passed from there. Okay, so poet wants to tell that in short, whether we are suffering from any disease, any problem, angerness of mind, okay, nature can heal us. Nature heals each and every problems and brings out the solution. That's all was there in the poem. Now we are going to study the another poem, that is Fire and Ice. So I am going to read the poem. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. Here, poet talks about the destruction of the whole world, how the world can destruct or destroy. He is imagining. So in his imagination or he imagining, and he describes that there are some group of people who think that the earth will destroy with the help of fire. Fire will, the inner part of the earth will start becoming hot and hot day by day, and after some days or some years it will become very hot and whole the world, the earth will burn all the people is going to die. In this way, some group of people thinks. And in second stanza, another group of people thinks that this earth is going to destroy with the help of ice. Okay, ice, how is going to destroy? The temperature of the earth is going to become lower and lower. It is going to decrease day by day, slowly and steadily, and at all the place there were only snow and ice. No human being will be there, and in this way the earth can be destroyed. So in this way, two kinds of thought are given over here. Okay, and poet believes in the first thought, that the earth will destroy with the help of fire. Why? Because destroying with fire, for that poet has compared our sense, our thinking and our characteristics, that fire is compared with our desires. Okay, our emotions. He has compared the fire, distraction of fire and ice with our emotions. Okay, our emotion of desire, and another is hatred. He has used the word desire to describe the fire as well. He has used the word hatred to describe the destruction with the help of ice or the cold temperature. Okay, as desire in our heart increases day by day, we are going to destroy our own self. In the same way, hatred is also the same thing. It increases gradually, day by day, steadily increasing, and it also destroys our own body. So in this way, by using both the things, poet says that either fire, and in second stanza he says that ice is also good enough to destroy the earth. Means our ice means what? He is not considering over here the cold ice or the snow. He is comparing it with the characteristics of human, and he has used the word here hatred, the word. So our characteristics, our thinking, our what we call emotion of hatred, okay, it also going to destroy us and everyone who are there on the world. So both the things the poet has described, and he says that our emotions are having control on us. It is very bad thing, he says that our emotions are controlling us. Hatred controls us, our desires controls us. So it is not the correct thing. We should have control on all our feelings, our desires and our hatred. In this way, the poet gives a very good message from this poem also. So that's all for today.